Minimize, maximize this stupid thing. You like the full art lands? Update deck list. Thank you. My favorite lands are actually the unhinged lands. I'm not a fan of the latest set of full arts because the borderless makes them look kind of awkward in my opinion. I think this is a keep. I would accept someone more experienced than me telling me this is a mulligan, but I think this is a keep. Jake is playing nicely on the floor with his trades. Jake's usually pretty good. How'd the Cobalt Storm deck do? We almost started 3-0. We ended up 2-3, but can you tell me why you think this is a mulligan? Yeah, I feel like this hand's a keep. I'm like not excited about it, but I feel like it's like in the range of things that are keepable. I don't really have an opinion on reprint sets. I don't own Magic cards, so like reprint sets don't really have a bearing on me. I don't own Magic cards and I don't play limited, so it doesn't really matter to me what cards cost, and it doesn't really matter to me what the limited format looks like. Alright, so looks like we're playing against Delver. I'm definitely playing this. I'm just playing another Blighted Agent out. I think I am. I should have sequenced that in the other order, right? Because I'd much rather this get Daze than this get Daze. We didn't get punished, but I definitely should have gone Agent into Hierarch if I was going to do that. Yeah, I agree. I do think Magic in general is kind of too expensive. Like if Magic wasn't as expensive as it is, I'd probably own some Magic cards, but it's pretty expensive. Like, I kept stuff for Kiki Cord for a long time, but I just couldn't justify having physical cards I almost never played with. Box Boys, I'm not sure what you mean. Not sure what you mean. In Modern and Legacy, they're often somewhere between $400 and $800, depending on what deck you're playing. There's variants depending on what deck you're playing, but they're often... I mean, kinda. And just like that, all desire to play Legacy Infect was washed from my body. Oh, alright. Spell Pierce and Hydroblast sound great. Definitely not a Submerge matchup. Definitely a Blossoming Defense matchup. Sylvan Safekeeper, probably fine. I have a Flusterstorm in my main. And a Spell Pierce in the main. Okay, so what am I trimming? Viridian Corrupter is probably a little slow. If I cut Corruptor and Crop Rotation, is that cutting too much of my stuff? I feel like I'm supposed to cut the Berserks against the non-combo decks as well. Hey, Brick House with the $4.99 resubscription. Quarter of a year, welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. Oh, I love this Brainstorm art. This Brainstorm art is my favorite. I also really like this Force of Will art. Jacob, do you need help with something? What do you need help with, buddy? Want me to reset it? Oh. Yeah, I think the forces are fine. Forces are when you're playing a deck like this, you remember this isn't like Delver where your force is just a way to stop unfair decks. Force in this deck is a way to have a free protection spell for your threat that's going to kill the next turn, right? This is a sideboard tree with brief games of Magic in between. Ain't that the truth? Legacy tends to have ranges of games where, like, there's a lot of games in the format that are really long and complicated, but there's a lot of games on the other side of that spectrum that they're just, like, really short and brutal. And, like, the Cheerios deck and this deck, these are definitely decks that play into the short, brutal side of the format more than anything. See if they have another piece of spot removal here or not. I assume they do. Their deck's pretty loaded with spot removal. Yep. I don't know. This isn't my deck list, right, Rhino Queen? So if someone sent an Infect deck list that they wanted to see, we're just playing the deck list they sent in card for card. And I've only ever played this deck one league before, so I definitely don't have enough experience to, like, defer or say, like, these cards are good or these cards are bad. We started 2-0 and then we lost the third match to sideboarding. We just shouldn't have sideboarded and then we ran out of the last two. So we finished 2-3. Exceeded expectations. We exceeded expectations to set the bar low. He took my Brainstorm, huh? That's interesting. You think about bolting my Hierarch here? I have no idea. I don't really gain any value by thinking about things like that. Like, it's cute to think about, I guess, but, like, I don't know, is it useful? Yeah, it's pretty similar, Burgle. It's a couple other small upgrades, but it gets to play, like, better cantrips, too. It plays, like, Brainstorms and a couple of Ponders. To be fair, Invigorate on its own is just, like, very good, right? They already knew all three of these cards from their Inquisition. Yep. Yeah, there are some neat ones in there, Rabbit Goat, for sure. Are they dead? No, Lands is not a deck I'm considering playing in Cincinnati. I really dislike Lands as a deck. Did I just try and kill them here? I think I'm supposed to try and kill them, right? Like, once this resolves, they can't bolt me. And they, like, can't edict me. Oh, I can even play around Daze, right? Oh, no, wait, I don't even need to do anything risky. I can just Blossoming Defense here, and then I have Vines of Vastwood Protector, so I only have to do 8. They have Daze as well. What do you think of this Invigorate card, chat? Seems pretty decent. Seems pretty decent. I like this Invigorate card. Alright, huh. I don't think they're a Wasteland deck, which kind of makes me want this crop rotation more. It kind of makes me want this crop rotation more. Daze is a little bit worse on the draw. I'm gonna bring another Force. Counting to 20 is for chubs, right? Do I need this Wasteland? Probably not. Griller, you got a 10-minute timeout for making a statement like that without any supporting evidence. It's 50-50 because it's a close matchup, because, and then like talk about, articulate, like just throwing random percentages out there just like isn't useful or helpful for anyone. I think I'm good with this. I think I'm good with this. This is an instant, right? God, that's so messed up. It's disgusting, professionals, right? Yeah, one Berserk's probably fine. Our opponent put me on the plate. That's interesting. I think I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this. I think I agree with the idea of Shaper Sanctuary. This card's probably worse than Shaper Sanctuary. I have Probe plus Brainstorm here, so I think I'm gonna keep. Oh, that hand's good. I don't know, I get so many redraws with this hand. I think it's fine. We went 2 and 3 with Cheerios. It's a good time. Where's your bowl? Can you get your bowl? Don't yell. It's okay. It's okay. Your bowl is right here, Jacob. Here you go. Yeah, Gitaxian Probe and Vendilion Click don't put the cards in the revealed zones. I switched to Windows because using my GPU to encode video streams is slower under Linux than it is on Windows. So when I'm streaming on Linux, I can't stream in 1080 and record in 1440. and Twitch is trapped in 1995. It doesn't support streaming in different qualities. I don't know, the card text is the same tiny text on everything unless I zoom in on both platforms. I think I just brainstorm here. Wow, they're gonna him that? That seems fine for me. So they forced pitching Brainstorm. Wow. Okay, so they have... So their hand right now is Preordain, Force of Will, and then 2 cards I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, actually, that too, like, the actual font that this uses is it's kind of an ugly font, in my opinion. And that's super subjective. But I like the default system font that Wine uses as opposed to the shitty Magic font. Both of these looking worse than a Daze would have been here. Of course, I couldn't know that our opponent was going to put us in the play, right? Like, I boarded assuming we were going to be on the draw. Whoa, did they brick on a land? That's good for us. I'm going to hold this other land in my hand in case we draw a Brainstorm. Spell Pierce is a phenomenal draw here. If they force me here, I'm going to force back. Keep holding that for a Brainstorm. I think forcing this a little bit too aggressive. I think I want this force to stop their force or protect my threat. Let me find one eventually. Dang. They force me here. I'm going to force back. Yeah. Oh, there actually isn't a Dryad Arbor in the 75. How many lands are in this deck? 18. I boarded Wasteland out, right? Pretty sure I boarded Wasteland out. Yeah, I did. Doke. It's the beat sometimes. You don't have to jet. Opponent's only got 3 cards and no threat, but it's just annoying. I mean, the Dryad Arbors are to insulate against edict effects, right? Berg learned a ton of edicts in Legacy, and like the fact there's a minimal amount of edicts means like Noble Hierarch can eat a lot of the edict effects that do exist. Alright. Okie doke. We've not played Faithless Jund. Probably gonna do that tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mostly want to work through my Legacy donation queue. We've had a lot of decks that we're backing up in there, so want to kind of knock all those out of here. At least the ones. Like, there's a couple that have been there for a while, like High Tide, Sneak and Show, Mud Prison, Mud Post. All of those have been in there since like the beginning of last month. So I think I'm gonna try and do those 3 tomorrow at least. Those 4. Maybe I should pay mana for this. I play a Taigen, the Faithless Gen deck. Nope. If I wanted to play a Taigen, are they gonna Pyroblast me? Are they gonna Pyroblast me? Sure. Alright, well that just means I'm 7ing them, right? Alright, sure. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that exchange, right? Like, they're down to 1 card and I've got an Inkmoth in play. You can check out the queue by typing exclamation mark donation queue in chat. See what's in there for yourself. Delve threat. Yeah, big fish. Hey, maybe get punished for not. Oh, you've drawn so many lands this game. I've not. I generally try to avoid decks as bad as Doomsday. We play some stinkers, but like Doomsday sounds pretty bad. It was bad before top, but it's gotta be worse now, right? Yeah, High Tide sounds like fun at least. Doomsday always just like kind of looked like Bad Storm to me. We've unfortunately, are we through 2 Brainstorms or 1 here? We're through 2 Brainstorms already. If we find a 3rd Brainstorm and we get to throw like these 2 lands back into some action, we could be okay. We're winning the race. No, they're at 2 Infect and we're dead like next turn. We're very much not winning the race. So that was one of the draws we needed. They 4-star our Become events for those that missed it. Alright, dead to bolt, dead to fork bolt. Hey, dead to fire ace. Maybe they have nothing. We've drawn a lot of bricks this game. Maybe they drew some bricks. Need a diaper change? Yep. God, just super punished for... I'm on the 0 outer here, I think. I need to change a diaper really quick, but I'm pretty sure. I wanted to use this to play around more stuff next turn, but I think that like it makes Berserk a lethal draw as well. Can I also just take a second to complain about what a fucking stupid card Cabal Therapy is? Like just what an unreal stupid card that is. Where are the wipes? I know. We're gonna change your pants. Where are the wipes? Favorite wipes. Alright, with the ponder done anything? Nope. Draw a card button doesn't work. Classic Magic Online. Well, sorry for the short break there. Thank you for hanging out here today. We're in our last league of the afternoon in league with Legacy Infect. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything else so that people find my stuff. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream Magic here on this channel several afternoons a week, usually modern and legacy type stuff. If you want to help support my content past that, you can support my content by subscribing on Twitch. Yeah, Jake's fine. I just had to change a diaper and then run it upstairs. He's always loud. His sheep is very exciting. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. We love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, bags, all sorts of stuff like that. And finally, this stream is made possible by Anoronics and viewers like you. Hit that follow button for more streams if you're enjoying what you see. My favorite is when Twitch chat suggests lines that are still losing lines, and they're lines that aren't even possible. Like, there's no. So Dryad Arbor in our deck list. Sorry. Take a quick time out and try again. Who or what is Anoronics? Anoronics is just one of the viewers here. He sent in a bunch of bits and asked to have a banner ad. And I am not one to reject money from people that want to send me money to put their advertisements on the stream, so God bless. Yeah, Anoronics sends in the big buckaroos. He wanted his face on a banner, and we did it. And like that game, so like I know we lost that first match, but that third game especially really makes me kind of like this deck as an archetype in Legacy, because like if you think about that game that we just played, we had outs to win that game up until the last turn, and we drew terribly that game, right? Like we shuffled away 2 lands and into the game with like 5 lands in our 17 land deck. So there was was definitely sweet that like that last turn, if that Ponder would have resolved, we could have gone Ponder into Brainstorm for lethal. I think this hand's fine. We get to go Inkmoth into this, hit them with Inkmoth with Daze backup. We're hitting new bit badges specifically for Anoronics. I guess a little bit slow on the draw, right? What? Okay. Yep. Certainly. That resolves. When's the next craft/cooking stream? Probably not going to be for a while. In fact, part of the reason why we're getting a babysitter is that Christy's just been completely swamped at work lately. Like she was at work till like 8 o'clock last night. She's been super obnoxious. So just having an extra time to do stuff like that. Flameblade Adept into Careful Study. Discarding Basking Rootwalla. Holy crap. Legacy staple Basking Rootwalla. I like the cut of your jib, opponent. I like the cut of your jib. Mad respect. Mad respect for the opponent. I don't know who to root for now. We need a deck. I need a deck list. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Why are we not playing? Mistakes are made. Mistakes are made. If he floops Arrogant Worm. This is smart on the opponent's part. They're choosing to try and bolt this during the end of turns, that way I can't protect it with an Invigorate. For those that are wondering, yes, if you can find something similar to what our opponent is playing, I will 10 out of 10 register it in the league as a donation deck list. Definitely an acceptable meme. Why not? Why am I not supposed to Daze? Oh, to play around their Daze? I don't know. I feel like I'm just not winning that game. I like the Invigorate is how I win this race, right? I guess that Brainstorm draw means I can cast this Force of Will, which is nice. Hey, Chris. Are they a Punishing Fire deck? Is it Charm? That card's probably not Legacy playable. Heck, that one's probably not quite Legacy playable. Punishing Fire, Vengevine. God, they're a deck fading deck too, I bet, right? I played a land. I dazed on 2, so that put us behind a land. This is nice. Gives us a heads up. Gives us an extra card in the discard pile for this Become Immense. Insolent Neonate is a charm. This is 1, 2, 6. I'm gonna fire this up. I'm gonna pump it. They're gonna is a charm. I'm gonna invigorate. We'll hit them for 5, and then next turn we have lethal with the Become Immense with Vines back up. They definitely have draws that kill us here, though, with this pumping, right? They discard a few here. You know, they have Insolent Neonate as one of the cards in their hand, too, so that gives them redraws. No, I didn't have enough cards in my discard pile to become immense. Yep. Only had this many cards. I can afford Legacy Infect. Pendelhaven is getting reprinted. Alright, and they're dead. Alright, yeah, I'm one short of doing that, Nim. I think this is a Deliverance matchup. It's like a fine Hydroblast matchup. Fine Spell Pierce matchup. I'm gonna cut a Daze on the draw. I think I'm gonna cut these Berserks. Seems like they have a lot of removal in their deck. They're probably a Punishing Fire deck. We need Surgical so we can see their deck list. Is Surgical actually good against them, though? Is Surgical actually good against them? Do you like Legacy Affinity? It's okay. I think it's worse than a lot of the other Chalice decks. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna trim a Force here. That's probably fine. They have card Surgical as nuts. This hand's not keepable, right? Like one of the spells was a green source, it's fine, but we just can't keep this. It's okay. Not super exciting, but fine. Go Trop Noble here. The fact that there's a green sun in this deck really makes me wonder on whether or not there should be a Dryad Arbor, because like that gives it extra utility too.
Tree.
You should just main deck Surgical Ob. Hopefully they put one Hollowed One into play here, and then we get to Viridian Corrupter it. Tactical concede so they could have a better chance of getting their list published. Oh, Watsy. Oh, Watsy. Okay. Will we get to dodge Daze or Force this turn to Corruptor this down? Well, part of the one-ups, Burgle, is that, like, you see more cards in Legacy, right? And, like, we have one Viridian Corruptor in our main deck, but with the Green Sun Zenith, it's, like, 2 Viridian Corruptors, right? That's the idea. Green Sun can get Blighted Agent. Yep. We have plenty of threats this hand, so it's not really a big deal. Down to 4 cards, we get to go Agent plus Elf next turn. Yeah, Green Sun seems really good. I don't know if you want many more than one. Honestly, I could probably be talked into like 2 of this card being reasonable. To ponder. Well, Spell Pierce and Flusterstorm are kind of the same card, right? They're like playing Spell Pierce and Flusterstorm is kind of like playing Mana Leak and Logic Knot. They accomplish basically the same thing, but they both have marginal upside in different situations. I could see the fact that, what am I searching for here? All right, they have a Hollowed One too. If they have Hollowed One, they're going to get to Floop Vengevine and Hollowed One into play here and actually have a lot of pressure out, right? Or just that, yep. Yeah, most modern laptops run MTGO just fine. It's like, make sure you get 8 gigs of RAM at least, 16 if it's reasonable. MTGO doesn't actually use your graphics cards, so you don't even need something that has a good graphics processing unit. Alright, well we could potentially just lethal them here, right? We just need to Invigorate. I think I'm gonna shuffle that. None of those are particularly good. That's how you infect, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you infect. Alright. That's how you... Yep. 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 Yeah, I agree with Burgle that there's a lot of cute one-ups in this deck, but I like the core of this archetype. We 4-1 the last time we played this deck. Yeah, the Delver section of the stream was short, brutal, and depressing. So it'll be on YouTube after we finish today. It was not a good scene, Wade. Not a good scene. I mean, we can probably reverse engineer the opponent's deck list. Always loved Infect in all formats. Yeah, I think this deck's really powerful. Like, Invigorate's a really fucked up card. Super. In terms of, like, the cards, like, this one is pretty close to the top, right? But, like, there's, like, 2 Gitaxian Probes and 2 Ponders, so, like, I feel like one of these 2 things is almost certainly better than the other. Hop on in here. I kind of like the idea of, like, I also feel like I get that we have a Wasteland with this crop rotation, but, like, this feels too cute, right? Like what this is, like, utility here, but, like, what are we Wastelanding? Yeah, definitely, Nathan Goal. For the right amount of money, we'll do anything on this stream, let's be honest. I mean, like, yeah, see, like, I feel like crop rotation and Green Sun Zenith both are trying to accomplish the same thing. They're, like, increasing the density of our threats, and I think I like Green Sun for doing that better. Yeah, that's, like, so narrow, though. It's so narrow. Can't I just, like, try and kill them through those cards? Like, can't I just kill them through those cards? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How do you feel about brainstorming here? Kind of like it. Hopefully this Glistener Elf's about to run the distance. God, I hope so. I think I'm going to throw back Corrupter plus land here. And then crack this fetch and probe my opponent. Yeah, they could be a stompy deck. Could be burn, could be a stompy deck. I just don't have time for vintage right now. This is game 1 of this match. They are in fact playing mono red sneak attack. Where's the snipping tool? This matchup's actually kind of bad for mono red. When Infect was more popular, we used to play a bunch of sudden shocks in the mono red sideboard. This matchup was tough. Become Immense is lethal next turn. Looks like it. Get to, like, force their play this turn and then become Immense. No, you never typed up a deck list and sent it to me, Matt. Otherwise I would have. Oh, send me a deck list on Tapped Out or Goldfish. Somewhere I can copy and paste. That's true too. What Burgle just said is definitely the case. No, it's not, man. No, it's not. Even the people that pay me money to make me play their decks, type their decks up, it's way too much work. Look at this good, clean turn 3 fair kill. The fairest deck in Legacy. This crop rotation and this Wasteland are poop. This Deliverance is fine. This Nature's Claim is probably fine. This Force of Will is great. This Spell Pierce is great. This Hydroblast is quite great. What's up? What do you need help with? Need help with your tablet? What do you need? You want me to pick you up? Alright. This is the deck you wanted to play, right? Submerge only works if they have a forest. Submerge is only good if they have a forest. Yeah, Needle's probably fine. But like, what am I cutting? I need to cut 3 cards right now. I need to cut 3 cards right now. Is Probe good enough? I can just cut that because it's filler. Daze is okay. There's a lot of hands they have that can't beat Daze. No, they're a Chalice of the Void deck. Daze is fine. Speaking as someone who's played both sides of this matchup, Daze is fine. Trimming 1's probably okay because I'm on the draw, but in general, Daze is fine. I think I'd rather cut Probe than Ponder. Which probably means there shouldn't be probes in my deck. Post board, our opponent's going to have a lot more removal in their deck, most likely. Seems pretty good. It's not going to be a turn 1 Blood Moon. We just concede, right? I have a Singleton basic force in my deck. Pack it in. Alright, onward, upward, backward, forward. I'm gonna cut this other probe and bring in this Daze on the play. Submit. Oh, Legacy. This is a fun format to me, man, but it's really tough. It's a tough format for me to take seriously because, like, no matter what deck you play, you're gonna have games like what just happened there. I'm keeping this hand because it's got a fast kill. This is not quite a turn 2 kill, right? But it's close. We hit Berserk or another Invigorate, they're dead next turn. The Cheerios deck finished 2 and 3. Cheerios deck finished 2 and 3. Oh no, are we just dead? Yep. Yep. I mean, if they have nothing else, we might be able to run this back. Yeah. Look at that, chat. I made them kill me. I didn't. This is why I usually just concede to the Emrakul and don't get excited. I'm shortcutting the extra 30 seconds out of my life of waiting for them to kill us again. I think we have Sneak and Show on the donation deck list queue. We're definitely playing that tomorrow. That's also a deck that I could see myself playing. I mean, that's the reason to play the mono red deck, right? Like I said, that matchup's bad for the mono red deck, having played it on both sides, and sometimes you just kill them. Have we won matches this stream? I have no idea, Segato. This is not my deck list. It might be. That might be the case. God, this seems like a blue card away from like being the net, right? Did we just queue into the same person? Nope, different person. Huh. Alright. Yeah, I'm done after this league, Maddie. I have to, we're interviewing a babysitter tonight. So we're meeting them somewhere outside the house to meet the kids, see if the kids like her. Yeah, that's fair, Ken Dog. Like I said, I think the probe ponder split is weird, and I think it's almost assuredly one of these two cards is better, and we should just be playing 4 of the better card if I wanted to explore this deck some more. I think this crop rotation Green Sun Zenith split is kind of nonsense. I think one of these two things is better, and you should pick which one of those is better. So it feels like this deck list has a lot of like really non-committal decisions in it, and just like I want to just like, all right, be an adult, make a decision, like cut the card that's bad and play the card that's good. I wonder if this is a Vines out matchup. I guess this is a +4. Not too bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna submit. Vines being +4 is also very relevant, though. Like, for 2 mana to get +4 is pretty huge. Especially when you're playing cards like Berserk in your deck. Pretty good Hearthstone hand, not a good Magic hand. Yeah, I think this is a Keep of the Scry. This is a Keep of the Scry. We get to probe them to know if we need to hold a Spell Pierce on one. I don't think I'm in the market for that. I think I'm just looking for pump spells. Their hand's kind of mediocre. I really wish this put the cards in the fucking revealed zone so I could stop snipping it and dragging it off to the side. Really annoying. It's a good draw. They're dead in 2 if we draw an Invigorate. Give them the job, tell them they start now and keep streaming. My favorite is when the Magic neckbeards don't actually realize what's going on. They're like, well, Gitaxian Probe doesn't technically reveal the card, so why would they appear in the revealed zone? And then that's the part where I look them in the face and go, well, Sorcerer's Spyglass doesn't reveal the cards either, and it puts the cards in the revealed zone, so you're probably just wrong in being lazy and trying to defend Magic Online for having shit programming. Let's cut it out. Let's cut it out for a second. You and everybody else that's ever written a piece of software, Zach. Yeah, sure, but like the difference is this revealed card zone is poorly named in Magic Online. The revealed card zone is actually the these are the cards you've seen zone, is effectively what it is. I'm just gonna hold up Spell Pierce here, I think. This is Legacy Infect. We are currently playing against Blue-Red Sneak and Show. Holding the Ponder here also gives us the ability to pitch it to Force Will, which is nice. Alright, I'm gonna pierce this. Oh, they have Simian Spirit Guide. Fucking monkey, man. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the Ponder there. You get force back and die. And this is where like if this was a Flusterstorm, their show and tell wouldn't resolve here, right? So like we were talking about like Pierce Flusterstorm splits, but like Pierce is better against like the Lilianas and the Jaces of the world, right? Alright, comes the beats. Yeah, I just don't know what I want to play in Cincinnati. We're gonna have to play the Jund deck again. I was kind of excited to play this because like I really like the idea of this archetype. I think it's got a lot of neat things going on. It gets to play Force and Daze and the powerful cantrips. It gets to play some fast combo kills. Yeah, I need to play the Jund deck again. So let's see how that feels, if it still feels reasonable. If the Jund deck doesn't feel reasonable, I'm probably just gonna keep looking for the most degenerate combo deck to play because all these fair decks just like randomly get shit on. It feels really bad. Yeah, Miracles is okay. Just so much work. Like you still just randomly die to things. We'll just randomly die to things. I don't know, a team event seems like an okay event to like play a more all-in combo deck because like you get to grab people and then your teammates get to pick up some of the ones where you drop the slack. I don't think I want to play something like Belcher or Oops, but like something like Infect or where's another combo deck someone just mentioned? Or was it Turbo Depths? Turbo Depths should probably another one I should look at. That one just felt pretty good the couple of times that we've played it. If I was going to try Miracles, the only detail I would make sure of is that I would want to make sure I have Blood Moons in my sideboard. I think access to Blood Moon plus Pyroblast is pretty important in the Miracles deck list. So if I was going to start with Miracles, I'd make sure I had access to the Red Splash. Yeah, the 4-color control deck just feels really clunky. What's this? This was the last time I played Infect. This list much different than the other one. Yeah, see, like look at this Infect list. It's got more lands in it, which we did mulligan because of land problems a couple of times. It's got 4 probes. It's got 2 Become Immenses. It's got 4 Vines of Vastwood. Like this deck list is all 4 of. It's got Shaper Sanctuary in the sideboard here. Maybe I'll try Infect again with just like a better configuration that just like has a better configuration of cards. It's got 4 forces in the main. Elves is exceedingly clunky. I actually played Elves in a challenge event, and I played a couple of leagues with it off stream last month or the month before, because I like the idea of the Elves deck, but it just feels really bad in execution. Like the Elves deck has this really unique problem where because it plays 4 Gaia's Cradles, it simultaneously floods out, but also doesn't have enough lands in it. So like it's just like real awkwardness. I might try this archetype. I actually kind of like the idea of Green Sun Zenith, but I guess this deck list doesn't have a Dryad Arbor in it either. Sylvan Library is kind of sweet card out of the sideboard too. Seems neat. At any rate, I think I'm gonna call it a day. People are talking about like other combo decks. Like I'm not like Tin Fins and Ant. Like those decks are not good. They're not. Can we donate to have you play a deck in the challenge? No, I really don't like playing the challenge events. They just take so long. They take so much of my day, and like playing the challenge event while streaming is just like, we get ghosted enough on stream, especially playing Legacy, and like playing a deck in the challenge event is just like screaming come ghost me, because it's a higher entry fee, higher stakes. Yeah, Matt has a Jeskai Blade Stoneblade list that he likes, so I might kick the tires on that as like another fair deck. And then this Jund deck, where is that? Jund Looting. This Jund Looting deck felt really good the couple of times we played. I think we 5-0'd and 3-2'd with it, so we're 8-2 across 2 leagues with it. Did we 2-3 in the last one? I don't remember if we 3-2'd or 2-3'd. At any rate, we're at least 70% with it. Faithless Looting was really, really awesome. Yeah, it's just streaming with a delay or a hand blocker is just like shit Magic content. So like, if I was gonna spend the day making Magic content, I would much rather spend the day making good Magic content. Like, if you look at the donation queue, right, like I'm gonna delete Infect off this donation queue. In fact, it's already gone, and there's 39 decks in there waiting to be played. So like, I'm gonna like need to get to these at some point, so I'd rather spend the day like playing a bunch of different decks rather than playing one deck in a challenge. Yeah, promo Rabblemaster also has a special place in my heart. I like this card a lot. And this card was actually, the couple times we played this deck, this card was super impressive. Like, this card closes like nobody's business. Like, I was kind of apprehensive of like trying the Rabblemaster in the slot of like where Tarmogoyf is traditionally played in these Jund decks, and Rabblemaster was super powerful every time it came up. So I think we're gonna run this back at some point. I think maybe I'll revisit Infect. I don't know if I want to spend the time to revisit it though or not. That's close. At any rate, I don't have time to start another league, so I've got to get ready to go here in like an hour. So thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Shout out to my subs and resubs as always, and I'll be live again tomorrow afternoon with my nice long Friday stream. We start about 1-2 o'clock and we go until 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening. So nice long one. Hopefully knock out a bunch of donation deck lists. So peace, folks, and I'll catch all y'all around tomorrow.